What's good, everybody? Fabled here, and I know it's been a cool minute since I uploaded, and that's my bad, but it's time to get back to your regular scheduled program. And today's story time is about me getting fired from my job at the water park, so let's get right into it. This story takes place a couple weekends ago, so pretty recently, and it starts off as a normal day. I pulled up to work about an hour and a half early, because that's how early the water park wanted the lifeguards to be, so we could get our spots, which an unpaid hour is crazy. So I decided to pick up some niggas I work with. It was two of my homies who were calling Ghost and Reezy, and two females that wanted to go to Dutch Bros. So of course we slide through. One of my homies also had me bring Tree because we were matching on blunts, but I didn't have a wrap. So as soon as we get to Dutch, the girls pop out to go get drinks, and Ghost pops out and walks over to this Charger that had two old heads in it that had football coach headsets on. So they was really posted up at Dutch before they game, and my homie ran up asking if one of them could buy wraps for him, and the old head says yes. So we see them walk away. The girls was taking forever to get their drinks, and we just spark up Reezy's blunt while we wait. And wait, we did. It was a small blunt, not gonna lie, but we still faced that bitch before anyone got back, and that shit had us paranoid. The Dutch drive-thru was about 30 cars deep, wrapping around the parking lot, so if the cops pulled up, we would have been done for. And I'm just sitting telling the homie to grab my bag and dip at 12 comes, since the car was boxed in too much for me to dip. But you know, those two zips in the back, yeah, he can grab those. But finally, Ghost pops back in, saying that the smoke shop they tried to get wraps at was closed, but OG slid to the gas station for him. So now we got Tree, we got wraps, and everything was straight. Ghost starts rolling, the girls hop back in with the drinks, and I get to spark up before we hit the road back to the water park. So we head out smoking a fat ass wood with the windows cracked, air on low, but there was still too much smoke to cover. And the water park was about a 5-minute drive from Dutch, so that wood was still going when we got back. But we posted up in the employee lot, finished that hoe, and that's when these niggas got fucked up. And they made a mistake, bro, because the day before we did basically the same shit and got away with it. But this time Ghost and Reezy got paranoid about being late, even though they had 20 minutes to go. So they just hop out. The car's still dead ass boxed, but they go right inside the building. Then one of the girls dipped, and about 20 minutes later, the other girl dipped. So I had known that they were gonna smell like straight gas. I was gonna smell like straight gas, and honestly, I just wasn't feeling like working that day. So I called out and took my ass home. And it was a good thing I did, because as soon as I get there, one of the girls calls me up saying that as soon as Reezy and Ghost got inside, they were audited, which means they had to do CPR on a dummy, and both them niggas failed, so they got fired. Then she said that both of the girls got fired too with no audit. Everyone smelled like straight exotic, thought they was back station, but they ain't on it, because they got the option of either drug testing right there or getting fired, and everyone took the second option. And as I'm on the phone with the other girl, my manager starts calling me. So now I'm knowing that I'm not even in the clear, was confusing me because I didn't go inside, but I guess they were checking cameras or something and saw my ass in the car. So I don't answer her, and she calls me like 2 more times before calling my mama, who's on my emergency contact, and my mama ain't answer either. But at that point she was on dick, so I just decided to call her back, and she was saying I needed to come back to the water park to talk to her because blah blah blah, I'm in trouble, whatever. She was like, it's time sensitive, you need to come inside. I told her there's no way I'm going back today. That's just 10 miles from my crib. I'm not doing that. But I'll see you next week though. I say, hey, I'll see you next week on my shift. And I already knew I was getting us fired as soon as I walked into that building again, but I just needed her off my dick, because spamming me and my mama phone is crazy. But the next weekend comes by, I technically still had a scheduled shift, so I decided to pull up. I hop in my car, hit the push to start, and my fucking battery was dead. So now I'm double fired for being late too. I call an Uber, hop in, and the lady was asking me how my day was going. I said, alright, my battery is dead, and now I gotta pay for an Uber just to get fired and Uber back home, which, I didn't tell her all that, but I told her how the battery was dead, and this clutch ass old little Mexican lady said she would help me jump my car, and if that didn't work, she would give me a ride for the free. And that lady will forever be the GOAT because we did jump the car. She didn't take my money from me, gave me a little hug, and we both went on our merry way. Hey, that lady's still the GOAT forever. That's all I gotta say. Be like that lady, bro. If you see someone, help them, because you never know when you're the one that need help. I pull up to work though. Don't even turn the car off because it might not turn back on, and go inside, where exactly what I expected happened. I found my manager. She took me to her office, asked to find out why I was in there. I'm not gonna play dumb, so I asked if I'm fired. She says yes, and I walk out that bitch with not another word. Now, I'm not worried about that job because I was already working 2, so now I just have 1 and I can get more hours. But moral of the story, don't be smelling like Cali Exotic at work. Don't smoke before work, and if you do, make sure you air out before going inside. This was Fable though. Make sure to like and subscribe if you fucked with the video, and stay safe, y'all.
Talk to my name, ride this truck in the fall. Planning out a mission, got tags on the call. Boy wanna snitch, so I ride him in the hall. Ain't give no fucks, Fable really about it all.